I turn the volume up to like 60? It's not obnoxious, right? Turning it on 60 is not obnoxious.
What, 60?
Yeah, for volume.
No.
Oh wait, hey, yeah, I'm ready. Oh, he's in. Huh? Professor's in. Professor's in, I said. Oh, now I need to talk to this guy, dude. Man, I don't know if I told you, but I hate writing emails a lot. Wait, is this the right guy? The dean for the College of Engineering.
Let me see. I think that's
I don't think he's the right guy. Who's the right dean? Uh,
too tricky.
what's he doing? Yo!
Yo, that's crazy.
Dude, for a guy who's really smart, not gonna lie. Bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
His butt, bro. His butt.
No, that's crazy.
Crazy work, bro. What's he doing? It was wild, bro. 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 Bro, you just changed his camera view, bro. That's the bad. That's the bad.
Use this outside.
Of course. Look at my screen, bro. Look at my laptop screen. Oh, there you go. Thank God. What do you have it down there, bro?
Were you recording? Yeah.
I was recording it. Do you think the professor saw that?
I think so.
He's office hours now, so he's probably on the Zoom, bro. I wonder what he thinks, honestly, because he seems like a very like chill guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't find the dean's.
I think it'd be like,
He's like drinking.
Drinking what?
What am I watching? What am I watching? Bro, why do you have his phone there, bro? Man, wait, I can't find it. Co-director? Let me see if I can just have him dean.
also when I asked about Thomas, that's how he studies.
Who?
The guy during lab. The guy
Oh, right there?
Yeah. I just don't know his name.
Did you know he's a job?
His job.
Like, he actually works at a company for this kind of stuff, but apparently he only gets to like draw layouts and whatever. So he wants a better position. So he came back to college, but it's his company sponsoring it. I think they're sponsoring half of it. But yeah, he's from Florida, I think. Apparently he worked at A&M, like on some of the labs, like doing something for them, or whatever, wiring something. I forgot. Like crazy guy. Okay, let's see if I can find this stuff. Definitely email this guy. Honestly, do you think he can help me? Huh?
Yeah.
I think so. I want to do it. Or reject me somewhere. I'm just annoyed. I need to fill out that form too.
He's good.
Oh wow, it's the professor. He looks so much different. He looks kind of sad. Bro, it's wild, man. He's like licking the screen and stuff. Like that reminds me of the. Okay, this is like a really bad meme. So like it's really bad, right? But the only reason I have it, the only reason I have it is because my younger brother sent it to me, and he's like very young, so you can only imagine what he sends me, right?
Yeah.
So, alright, but just remember, this isn't my meme that I'm the one who chose. Okay,
It's fine.
that's literally what he was doing in the camera, bro. Bro, literal straight brain rot. This is literally straight brain rot, man. Like, bro, what the heck? Alright, let me see if I have any memes. Oh, what the heck? This guy, is he here? No, I'm talking about this guy. Someone else turned the camera on. Apkin Stephen. Or Stefan? I don't know. Okay, so where's the force request form? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found this one right here. Okay, I'm gonna do this here. Okay, so 934.
Dang, it's gonna be a big file.
Eastern 350, right? Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. You guys hear me okay? Okay. Let me then start. Use the later monitor here. Okay, so the our final exam is gonna be Friday next week. Sorry, this week, this Friday, May 2nd, and in the same classroom from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The structure of the exam is so I made the four questions, but it turns out that the first question is a combination of the very first part, the HLSM, together with FPJ that was covered from homework 13, and that makes the huge amount of points, 55 points from this
What?
combined question.
Snap.
And then
But it's a big
the
question, though, huh?
remaining three homeworks,
It
homework
was a big
11,
question.
where you learn RAM, ROM, and mux, and some hierarchical, assembly of these RAM ROM was covered by homework 12 as well. But the thing is, 15 points. The question number two that worth 15 points comes from the hierarchical assembly of a RAM, ROM, mux, etc. The next question, question three, is gonna be from homework 12, and you know, I'm just let me just
Okay, I filled out the
directly
form, huh?
tell you what this is gonna be. So it's gonna be Q.
What's wrong?
So this is gonna be very
Read it.
straightforward because very similar question already there. So it's, 15 points will come from Q, And then
He's talking to
question
that person, you
4,
said?
the last question is going to be
It's just gonna
from
sync into the
programmable
audio.
processors.
Oh,
That
mine,
was
mine's still
from
out, you
the
said?
very
No.
last lecture, 24, which is
Gotcha.
also from homework 14, very last homework. And that's going to be 15 points. So the entire number of points is going to be 100. And
What if I just
for the
use
rest of the time today, I'm going to be
headphones when I use actually?
homework
Chase headphones
question
actually?
2,
No,
question
you're
3.
good.
Those are, I think, it's going to be very straightforward.
Because they're in the same
So
side.
I'm gonna be mainly handling
And there's no point
covering
in my
this question
microphone
1.
being on.
That's gonna be over more than half of the entire points, and then question 4, utilizing the old exam problem that was already posted in Canvas, the old exam 2021 fall. So I believe some of you already solved this problem because that was posted a while ago.
Be quiet.
But question 1 is something I've never posted. Uh, so let's go over is question 1. Okay, before going forward, any questions? If not, then let's go. So yeah, actually, even though I posted the old exam from 2020, 2021, but that was from another professor, and this is what I made in the past. So
This one's
what I'm
important
thinking
then.
of it is in terms of HLSM application examples are not nothing like not something new, but something you already went through during the lecture note. So you probably can recall several examples, more than 5 examples from lecture notes. And you can look at this, and this is very familiar with you guys. So soda dispenser, I believe that was from lecture 16 or 17. So yeah, now I'm
Sorry,
giving
it's loud.
you the HLSM diagram where 4 states are there: initial, wait, add, dispense, and then inputs and outputs, including the multi-bit inputs and outputs. Given that, what you will need to do is convert this HLSM into data path and this controller FSM. So yeah, why don't you guys try this out right now without looking at the lecture note? That's gonna be helpful because some applications from the lecture note, they didn't really went through this conversion. So now why don't you just think about how you will handle this kind of question by looking at HLSM? You gotta be able to come up with the data path and this FSM controller. So why don't you try this out right now? Fill in 5 blanks to complete the controller design here. So 5 blanks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can give you like 3 minutes.
Do we load it?
Total load equals 1 on add.
Yeah, right here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
So
Huh?
So it's actually not technical. That's
Oh, what's CLR again? Clear? CLR?
yeah.
Clear, right? So, okay. Well, so with total load,
So
would you put total load in here and here?
you put clear in it, right?
Oh, this is the initial. Yeah, yeah,
that-
yeah. This
that's
is
the
this. Yeah, total clear equals 1. You want to clear the whatever's in it currently, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we have to.
Right. I believe many of you
1 total
already
load there.
came up with the right solution. So okay, let's look at one by one. Okay, let's begin from initial state where the outputs are d equals 0 and tot equals 0. So now this FSM diagram needs to handle just a single bit, just a binary data, where this kind of a comma 0 with multi-bit or decimal numbers are not allowed to handle. Um, so D is already given, and in order to make tot equals 0, so tot here means the local storage, which is handled by this register. So in order to make reset or make the data inside the tot register 0, what we need to do is use this stop, tot clear. So the answer is tot underbar CLR. Okay, then how about let's look at this blank, which is C. So here C is just a binary data, which is not has nothing to do with any data path actually. So this is just as it is C. The third blank here, what we need to do is update the data inside the tot register, which means after adding up two numbers, this adder's output is gonna be fed into the register tot. But in order to make this data loaded inside, well, we need to provide tot LD equals 1. So the answer for this blank is tot underbar LD. Okay, this one. So here,
Oh yeah, we got it right.
the controller is expecting
What?
to
We got it
receive
right. If anything, I'll send you
an
the line
input
doesn't have
from
the
data path, which is
What?
after
So
after using this
this
competitor.
line, this line
So
I
it's a
have.
competitor. The decision of the
Yeah.
competitor
Sounds good.
is sum is larger than
That's gonna be
uh,
taught
the
top
tot,
ITS, I
which
think.
means the
Huh?
total
What was
number
this
of
one? The bottom one.
coins,
It was
the
clear.
worth
Yeah,
of a
total
coin,
clear.
total
That's C because there's
worth
nothing
of the
that's special about
coins
the
is
logic.
less
It's a
than
C.
the price of the soda.
Yeah.
So then
Because
in
they're
that
gonna
case,
going
we
on
cannot
your
dispense
register.
soda.
And that's total
So
load.
here,
And
what
this
we are
feeds into
expecting
total
from this
ITS
blank
because right here the
is
adder feeds into
tot
total ITS. That sounds good.
LPS.
Yep.
That means the number of coins deposited is less worth than the price of the soda. So you can easily compare that with this another condition where it has the C, the coin is not deposited, and the total
That's on the
LTS
D.
is 0. That means the number of coins exceeds the worth of the soda cost. Okay, the last blank here is D equals 1. So which means represents, okay, the FSM controller also outputs D equals 1. So it's a
That wasn't
C
too
is
bad.
a
Three
very
5 points.
straightforward. Something might be
5
tricky
points.
is you need to figure out this tot load and tot LTS and tot CLR.
But we did design the soda dispenser using a high-level
Yeah, so
steam machine.
this
Like that's gonna be crazy. So we did design
answers are
this.
already available in
But honestly, it's not gonna
the
be bad.
lecture
But it
note.
depends on what he gives us. I feel like.
But some
Dude,
applications,
imagine if it was
some
designed without
examples
any
might
like
not have that answer
input.
yet.
Imagine
So
if
I
it was
will
to design this without like any like
stop
input.
sharing
Yeah,
and
like we just know how to do
let's
it
go
naturally.
through this
Crazy.
lecture note one by one so that what kind of a candidate you have for your study. Stop sharing.
I don't know why I took too much pinned. Okay.
Okay, lecture 17. In the beginning was the coverage of exam 2. So I'm going to start from slide number 14. So slide number 14, you looked at a soda dispenser and HLSM diagram that can be converted to later on, lecture
So how you
18,
already?
show
Am I still recording?
the FSM diagram and data
Oh,
path.
I'm still recording. I was scared.
So this is one
30,
example, a
only
soda
30, no, I
dispenser.
think you can only do 30 minutes at a
Second
time.
example is a cycles high counter.
I can just, I'll
So
just
you can
record it in
see
this.
you're looking at the
Just to
HLSM diagram.
and remember, at 4:30 to
And then I
back.
believe later on, lecture 18, you can see the FSM diagram conversion together with data path. So in this case, the answer is already given. Okay, let's go forward. The third example could be laser-based distance measure, which is also you can see
So lecture 17 is
HLSM
important,
diagram.
basically, for HLSM.
This is HLSM diagram, and then probably you guys recall I walked you through how you construct this FSM diagram
Oh,
associated
that's
with data
22.
path.
Yeah, also lecture
Let's
17 is
go
way too
forward.
early.
So that was the end of lecture 17. So lecture 18.
It is 17, never mind.
Now we show the process design process of RTL, which consists of a controller and data path. So now you see the cycles high counter. You look at lecture 17, the HLSM diagram here. How this can be constructed into the data path and FSM's diagram, where FSM diagram always have just a binary control, 1 or 0, which means we want to utilize this data path using these several knobs. Yeah, here is a soda dispenser example from lecture 17. So now, after this HLSM diagram, came up with data path and the controller design. So you can see, yeah, this is the exact answer for my old exam problem. And
That's
then
good.
the next question could be
This is lecture 18
making
now,
your
right?
truth table
This is
based
very
on
good. He's has literally
this
these are
FSM
previous exam
diagram.
questions.
So build your circuit to implement this
Oh, so
FSM
he loves
controller.
Social Dispenser.
And how would you do that?
This is like
You
his
need to
baby right
construct
here.
the truth
He
table.
used Social Dispenser in
And
his
then
previous exam
I
and
could
this
ask,
exam
okay,
for
what
this
is
exam,
the
like, bro.
expression, the equation for N0 and 1? And then can you make the circuit diagram for that controller?
Oh, I thought,
Yeah, here is the answer for laser-based distance measure. So you probably
not gonna
remember
lie,
I
dude.
walk you
That's
through
hard.
from all the way from HLSM
Do we have to make?
to
Do we have to make
FSM
this thing?
diagram. And then,
Dude, I don't think it's
yeah,
hard. Really.
this
Like,
lecture note
you definitely have to know it. Yeah.
this
Definitely have to learn
is
it really good.
the next step, making truth table and make the circuit diagram. Yeah, so something like this. I'm gonna be making blank like this, and then you gotta fill these blanks out.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that. This is lecture 18, right? Yeah, lecture 18.
Another example could be sum of absolute differences, of which HLSM diagram is already given here, and then this controller FSM
Who
diagram
asked that?
and the data path. Yeah, so that being said, let's come back to the slides and then I'll give you opportunity to try this out. Yeah, so this is the answer for question A. So now, why don't you build a truth table that describes this controller? So this is very, very similar to what you already went through in exam 2. Um, why don't you try this out for a couple minutes?
I can do this. This initial count I state 0. Yeah, it does. All
Yeah, so oftentimes you see the answers for FSM diagram, controller FSM, but many examples lacks how you come up with this truth table and this this diagram. So you don't need to worry about very special, very fresh application, very fresh examples. You don't worry.
That's
You don't need to
exceptional.
worry about that. I already used one of the examples, but you need to expand your knowledge into building this truth table and making your circuit.
Did you get 0 1? Did you get 0 1 for like all the first one for initial?
Sorry?
For 0 1, did you get 0 1 for N1 and 0 for the first four?
0101 for these.
Yeah, for the initial instantly goes to wait without any condition.
Assuming that these are
Because there's four states obviously, and there's four of these
so
nodes.
00.
So zero. I think
And
it's
N1 and N0 are the next states, right?
yeah.
Would it be still 00?
I think the next state would be 0 1 because doesn't initial go to wait instantly? Like it doesn't have any condition to
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
Yes, sir. And then when you're at 0 1, if C is on, then it goes to the next state.
Oh, no. I think you might be.
We're gonna find out anyways.
Because I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, you told me a long time ago that you need to stay in the initial state.
I have no honesty, dude. If so, I think I did something wrong. No. Oh, dude, I have to like actually put in the work for this. So if on the first one you have no C and no total S, so that means you go to dispenser. Dispenser is 1 1, I think, right? So 1 1, and then on the second one you have C and total, not C and total S. So in this case you stay. So that'd be 0 1, and then in the next case you have C and not total S. So you go to add. So that's 1 0. And the last case you have 1 1. So C
Yeah,
and.
you were right. Manually go to the
Alright, good. Just making sure. And then the output is what's total CLR at this point? Or how do you know anything is on this? No, total CLR is 0. And D is gonna be 0. Because you didn't dispense yet. Total load, you didn't load yet. Yeah, it's all gonna be 0 for all of them.
The rest should be 0 1, right?
What'd you say?
The rest would be 1 for 0.
I got 1 1 0 1 1 0. Yeah, the other one was 0 1, and then the first one would be 1 1.
That's C naught. Right here?
You just see
It's
now.
just C naught, right?
Yes. And then you have 1 0. So
Okay, they're both.
yep, both are 0 0. So no matter what, at 1 0, you're gonna go back to 0 1. So it's 0 1 for all of them. Wait, no, let me do it myself. He's going to. And yeah, at 1 1, you're gonna go back to 0 0. So it's 0 0 for all of them.
Yeah.
Light work, no reaction. Okay. And total is obviously gonna be.
This is my trial. This could be correct, or I may have made mistakes. So can anybody confirm this is same as your answer? Anybody check whether this is correct? James, you got
Dude,
the
why am I
same answer,
privately
right?
messaging
Thank you.
Trenton?
Thank you for the confirmation.
Stupid
I'm happy
thing!
that I didn't make a mistake.
Dude, I literally
Alright,
I
then
typed I
let's
got the
try
same and he ignored me. He's like, anyone? I'm like,
My
what?
equation
Now that he doesn't know
for
I got it
alpha
first.
is-
I was proud to get it first, bro. Gosh. Trenton sabotaged
Yeah,
me, but
why
he's
don't
not
you try
even
this
here.
as well for 3 minutes?
What a jerk. Okay. What do you say?
You need to write down the equation for J1.
Oh yeah, okay, that's easy.
It's every